Hey, Physique Freaks, how's it going? Scott Tuzana, MetabolicMasterpiece.com. It is Monday, November 2nd. I got some footage from our full body circuit training workout coming at you, as well as every meal that I eat for the day. This week, just this week alone, we're going to do some full body circuits. Nice little deload before we get back to another body part split routine next week. Let's get to her.
Woke up at 6:30, grabbed myself a cup of coffee with a drop of 2% milk, then had breakfast just after 9, 8 egg whites, an extra large egg, spinach, mushrooms, peppers, cooked in half a tablespoon of coconut oil and topped with a bit of ketchup. Just before 10, went out for a walk with Chief on this gorgeous autumn day. Just a great way to get the blood flowing, clear my mind, get my head straight and focused for this killer circuit training workout. This is a deload week for us, so we're not trying to really push each of these exercises. We're aiming for 10 to 15 reps, just getting a good pump on, just working those muscles and working the cardiovascular system a bit as well. This is these first three exercises are quite the pairing. We're going to start off here with incline bench press, and notice how I'm not really locking out, I'm not pausing at the bottom. I'm just trying to keep constant tension on those muscles, just keep those muscles pumping and working, leaving a rep or two, probably about 2 reps in the tank there. Walking straight over to the squat rack here. Going to do some reverse barbell lunges. I've only got 115 pounds here, so again, not trying to push it too hard here, just trying to get those muscles working. Again, this is a deload week. We're just doing this circuit. Actually, we're going to do a different circuit on Wednesday and a different one on Friday. So 3 circuits this week, as well as some forearms, abs, calves, and conditioning on at least one of the other days, probably 2 of the days out of the week. So still hitting the gym, but more or less just to get that pump on. We're coming off another 4-week body part split, and we'll be going back to another one after this week. So it's just nice to give our muscles a little bit of a break, but I don't like to take a complete week off here. I like to keep my body moving. I love the reverse barbell lunges. It's the extra little balance compared to holding dumbbells in your hand. I can usually go a bit heavier when I am challenging myself. Just a good challenging exercise for all the hamstrings, the glutes, the quads. Heading right over to a barbell row here. This is in a max rack. You can use any, I could have just did them right there in the squat rack or the squat rack next to me, but that was being used. We're lucky it's not too busy in here today, so, and it usually never is, so we usually try to time this. This wouldn't be a good workout to do during peak hours, so just kind of picking and choosing our spots where we're going, and most members are really understanding when they see someone doing a superset or a circuit. We kind of respect each other, and some can work in with us or just kind of just give the respect to each other and work around something along this line. It's not too often that we do circuits or giant sets or anything like that where we need to take up a bunch of equipment at once. Lateral raises next. Try to keep those palms facing the floor, or possibly turning those thumbs down just a bit more so the thumbs are finished below the pinky fingers. Just keeps a little bit extra tension on the lateral aspect of the delts. And then dropping right down to incline dumbbell bench press. I'm going to go with beginning with a neutral grip and then supinating those wrists, so curling those pinky fingers in at the top. A good stretch in the bottom and a nice squeeze at the top. Again, nothing too heavy, nothing too crazy here, just getting a good pump on. So basically for this circuit, we're trying to hit every muscle group except abs, calves, and forearms. We're going to save that for other days. We've got 6 exercises in this circuit. We just have triceps left here. So keeping my shoulders back, keeping my head back there, and just immediately walking over to rope tricep press downs. This will be the last exercise in the circuit. So as I mentioned, those first 3 exercises really get that heart rate going, get you sucking some wind there. The incline bench press, the reverse lunges, and the barbell rows. Man, you're really sucking some serious wind, and it kind of carries over into these last ones. These are a little bit of a break because it's not as demanding on you. And again, about 10 to 15 reps. Getting that good pump on. I'm pretty happy with the details I'm seeing coming out here. This is the beginning of my 3rd week in this cutting phase. So I've done 2 weeks in this cutting phase, had one bad weekend, the first weekend in this cut. Now I feel completely dialed in. So we do that one more time. So just repeat it one more time for a total of 2 sets for that circuit. Now we're working on a different circuit. Here we got my workout partner, Rick, 52 years old, getting a good pump on his chest. Again, 10 to 15 reps here for just about every exercise in this circuit. Constant tension. This is a great machine, just a different kind of resistance and feel. I love having the back support there. I just one of those exercises where you feel the stretch all the way through, and then an intense contraction at the end here.
Yeah, don't lean too far forward where you feel
nice steady pace. So moving from that cable chest press, you can do this in any cable machine as well. If you wanted to bring an incline bench, roll it over in between the cables, that would do the trick too. Now we're going to do some hack squats here. And the thing with a circuit, and even with the higher reps, lighter weight, don't rush yourself into it. I see so many people get into the machine and just drop down right away. Get yourself set up and feel the form right away. Don't rush yourself through this. It's not a race. You're still trying to do these with good form. You can vary the tempo a bit. The tempo can be a little faster, can be a little slower if the weight's lighter. Just go with what you want. Just make sure you have solid form. Don't rush through things here. You can walk quickly between exercises, but while you're doing the exercise, keep your form solid. The hack squat, in most cases, usually like our feet a little bit closer together. Sometimes I'll have mine a little bit lower on the platform. Just go with where you're comfortable with and where you feel the greatest tension. This is mainly a quad dominant movement. The lower you get, you'll feel a bit of a stretch in the glutes there, hamstrings. So a bit of a little hike around here. Just kind of catching your breath in between exercises. We found this one demanding. I was shocked. I thought that the first circuit was more demanding, but by the time you got to this wide grip pull down, it was tough to focus on your breathing here. So really had to concentrate to keep your breathing under control. You don't want to be holding your breath here, because that's going to make it even more difficult to breathe properly and perform the movements here. Rick is looking great. Again, really he stays lean all year long since we've been training together for the past 4 years. Like I said, he's 52, going to be 53 in January. He was lean when we started training together, and then for his 50th birthday, he had a goal of being in the best shape of his life. He hit that, and he stayed within like 5 to 8 pounds of his freaking shredded weight. So now he's getting ready to cut for a December trip, and really he's just about there. It's only going to take him a couple weeks to shred things up. And so it stays lean, stays solid, and just grows all the time most of the year, because he's eating pretty much around maintenance. Look at the details in his rear delts. So now we're on to rear delt flies here. Again, not releasing that tension in the bottom, keeping constant tension on those rear delts. He's keeping his shoulders down, keeping his shoulder blades apart, so keeping all that focus on the rear delts, not squeezing those rhomboids together or traps together there. Really just keeping all that focus on the rear delts. Now we're going to move on to hammer curls.
It was easy for you? No.
Yeah.
You kept it at the 120?
Yeah, I noticed I did the circuit first, and I thought the 120 pounds was tough to hit the higher reps. Rick was thinking the same, so I think we dropped it down to 105 for the next set. Hammer curls, this was probably just a little bit light, but again, we're not trying to kill ourselves here. This is a deload week. We're just keeping those muscles working, just getting a nice little pump on, working on form, just getting in the gym. I like keeping the habit with a deload week. I don't like sitting at home, getting lazy. Oftentimes, it's just tough to get back into the gym after a full week off. unless you've been on vacation and you're just chomping at the bit to get back. But if you're at home just taking a week off, I find it really tough to get back into. Plus, we freaking love it. We love the gym, and a deload week is enough to just give your body a break. And complete week off, save that for vacation time. And if you need a complete week off, I mean, if you need to schedule it into your overall training, I just think that you need to get a life. You shouldn't need to schedule it. Life should hand you those weeks off if you're taking vacations here and there twice a year or so. I find that's all I need for a complete week off and little weekends off here and there. And deload weeks are very helpful. So dips to finish off this circuit. Rick's arms looking pumped there. So again, repeating it one more time. So 6 exercises in that circuit. Now we got one more circuit that we're going to do twice. And this is just 3 exercises, a chest, a leg, and a back exercise. So we're doing 6 sets in total. So not too bad, but enough. We're getting a little bit of stimulation there, but not overdoing it. Starting to see a few little details come there. Shoulders and biceps. Again, 10 to 15 reps for every exercise here. Just working on a nice little squeeze. Feeling the form, not letting it stretch too far back. I find if I go too far back on this exercise, back just cramps up on me. The tension shifts to like the rear delts and upper back. And I just like to keep that constant tension on the chest. So now we're doing Romanian deadlifts. We're using this T-bar row apparatus. If you don't have that, just do a regular Romanian deadlift with a barbell or even dumbbells. I just love the feel of this. So the key with the Romanian deadlift, everything is through the hips. The hips are going back, hips are thrusting forward, hips go back. Squeeze those glutes as you're driving those hips forward. On the way back, I am just focused on feeling that constant tension on the hamstrings, feeling that stretch in the hamstrings, holding that stretch, holding that tension, and squeezing through it. At no point in this exercise do you want to feel relaxed. You shouldn't be feeling this in your lower back at all, especially with a nice light weight like this. Keep that constant tension on those hamstrings. And the last exercise is machine pullovers. If you don't have a machine like this, you can do straight arm pull downs or dumbbell pullovers. So this, you really want to feel this in the lats. So a little arch in the lower back, chest up, and just driving those elbows down to your sides. You're going to feel it slightly in the triceps, as with every pullover exercise, but really mainly you want to feel that burn in the lats. After this workout, I got on the recumbent spin bike and did 20 minutes of HIIT. So going all out for, anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds, depending on the resistance. So I'll jack up the resistance, go all out, then dial down the resistance and go nice and easy for 15 to 30 seconds. Just repeat that for a total of 20 minutes. So we're doing the circuits this week and looking forward to the body part split next week. Post-workout, 2/3 cups oats, 3/4 cup blueberries, a scoop of protein powder. And then at just after 3:30, grab myself some little Halloween treats there. Some little mini Hershey bars, 150 calories there. And for dinner, we had some leftovers. So just after 6 o'clock, we're looking at 4 ounces of chicken, some homemade fries, and some mixed veggies, broccoli, cauliflower, a little bit of carrots. At night, 8 o'clock, 1 1/4 cups Greek yogurts, 1 cup of mixed berries. That was it for the day, around 1,700, 1,800 calories.